Right, here we go. Okay, guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to be checking out the Episode Echoes launch trailer, which came out 16 hours ago. So this came out. Must have been released just after they did the Journey Continues video from their midnight launch, which is great. Rated T for teen for the blood, the language, and the violence. So you've been pre-warned, as it were. This launches technically today, but at the reset today, so it will be 6 p.m.s in the UK. It will be my tomorrows for Japan and whatnot. But tomorrow we'll be getting into Echoes and getting it started, which is going to be great. So without further ado, it's a 2-minute video. It's not going to take us very long. We will talk, we will analyze, we will have theories, we will have explanations, we will do so and so and so. We are currently live on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/crash_echo, same as the channel name. And this is where we come and do fun Destiny things here and have a good laugh and a good blast and whatnot. And if you can't make the live streams, there is also the Discord down below, which you can follow and chat with a bunch of like-minded gamers about not just Destiny, but a wide variety of games. And it's good fun. It's a good laugh. Everyone's welcome. It's a nice, fun, safe atmosphere. Without further ado,
a voice spoke to me on Nessus. I could not deny its commands.
Saint? That's Russian Saint boy.
A voice spoke to me on Nessus. I could not deny its commands. I hear it still.
The witness is dead. From that victory, something new emerged. At first, we didn't know what to call them, but Echo seemed apt. You won't be alone. We're sending our best.
I was once the
Sending out your best in 3 of the most... I mean, you've got a Spider-Man 2099 going on with the Warlock chest, with the Warlock robes. But the helmet on that Warlock it looks like a Gillette Turbo. It looks ridiculous. It looks like the nozzle for a Hoover attachment. It looks stupid. I can't stand it. The Titan's armor ain't too bad. I like the shoulder blades that will come on the arms. They're quite nice. Again, I think maybe the colors are a bit... The legs, I don't like. I don't like the kind of length of them into blue pants. And Hunters, kind of... I like the helm. I like the sword on the back. We have got a very, kind of oriental feel to them. Slightly. Not... oriental meets the Vex. But I don't know. Maybe it's the colors. The blue, I think, is a hideous shade of blue. Again, it is still the 2099 kind of Spider-Man color of blue. But yeah, not the biggest fan. Hunters, I think, not gonna lie, maybe it's just the character model based on what gender you choose your character. You've got noodle arms. Your arms are very noodly. Ramen arms. But I think the Hunter's got the best set. Looking at it, look at the heels on the Warlocks. Some high heel boots going on.
X's greatest opponent. I should remind them.
Hello, Pistol. What the hell were you? Red Death. Yeah, there's the Red Death ornament that you get in Act 1. What in God's name is that? I don't know. Ooh. That was a grenade you shot out of the sky. Is that part of the gun, or do you have that already as Hunters? Leave a comment down below if you already have grenades you can throw and shoot, because that looks new to me. Okay, what are the things? Okay, yeah, Vex, Saint in a bubble. What are they? What are you for flying things? I don't know if you're just part of architectural design. You look like you have a form. You kind of look like the shell of the Vex, but not with a fluid form. Oh, there's many. Oh, they take more of a form and a shape, and they've got arms and appendages, maybe. No.
I never thought I'd see him shaken up like that. He's always so strong.
Do not forget what you're dealing with. Uploaded, judged, and eliminated.
I will be ready.
Okay, so that's our bad guy. So what I said in the previous video, if you've seen it or not, was that it looked very Scorn-like in terms of its appendages and its fingers, but now seeing it in its full image, I don't think that's the case. So okay, I'll play it and then I'll go back to what I want to look at. Okay. I mean, it's like in the previous video I said I don't like the Vex. I've never liked the Vex. I don't like them, just in general. This hopefully might give us a little bit more of a dimensional side to them. I've always found them very one-dimensional villains. Maybe, and also because there's nothing about them that really latches my interest and like gets me curious about them. They probably are very dimensional. I've just not read the lore on them, but they just, everything that I have listened to about the Vex has always kind of revolved around fire teams going up against them, or people discovering them, or that kind of thing. Never really like a tale of them. It's, you know, it's a tale of people interacting with them, or tale of people finding them. It's never really a tale of what they're doing. Obviously the Black Garden and all that, and the Heart and all that kind of stuff, whatever. The thing I wanted to go to that really interests me was, if I can find it, this. So we've got a series of cables, and we've got what appears to be, you know, mechanical pieces. I think, and it's probably a very, very obvious thing to assume and think, I think, to use a reference, I think they're trying to pull an Ultron on us, and they're upgrading, and they're becoming individually sentient, or they're trying to trans conscience into a mechanical being that is an AI, that can learn, that doesn't follow orders but creates orders. That's what I'm getting from that, is the way this is laid out. It's very Ultron. It's very trying to put a conscience into something. The trailer from the next steps, or the journey ahead, showed like the being in the Echoes, or the villain of the Echoes, manipulating its face, like pulling it apart, so it was showing its very human features, making much more into what its mechanical like contraptions are underneath. So I think we're being Ultron, basically. I think they're trying to create a more advanced, possibly even invincible set of Vex, or transfer a conscience into the Vex. Maybe transfer we keep calling it the Pale Heart. It's not the Pale Heart, but the Heart of the Black Garden, which has come back before. Transferring the remnants of that, or transferring that in its entirety into an actual complete vessel rather than just existing. Like it's going to have a place to live. It's going to have a place where it can talk, where it can move, where it can think, where it can act. It's quite terrifying to think of it that way, and it's quite terrifying to think of the Vex, or this whoever is manipulating the Vex, or is now the new leader of the Vex, is doing that. So it's very... We're going to have a lot of good lore to read, and a lot of hopefully great cutscenes, and a lot of... What I don't want this... I want this, obviously, because the thing is about Destiny 2 up to the final shape, defeating the Witness, is that has been a 10-year journey. That was 10 years. We didn't know what the Witness was until we got to, the last couple of expansions, until we saw him. We just knew of the darkness and the pyramids. And it wasn't until recently that they had a name. When it was always just the darkness is the bad thing, and then we learned that no, the darkness is just the yang to the yin of the light. They both just coexist within each other and within the universe. Darkness more so because darkness exists through threads and all of that, through living thing, and the light exists as this whole being. So I want these expansions to kind of not sign off Destiny 2 before we get into Frontiers, as much as give us threads or ropes or lifelines to pull us into Frontiers. I want there to be conclusions, and we're not left hanging and asking more questions that can be answered, but asking questions that we want to be answered. And that's what these 3 episodes kind of need to do. The big selling point is, like, at the end of the final shape is, who picks up. There's a vast gap in the universe right now. There's a power gap. The Taken are running around without anyone controlling them. The Scorn are running around without anybody controlling them. The Lucent Hive are still under the control of Savathun, who is, after the battle, is now gone. There's a massive power struggle and a gaping hole to be taken and take the charge and take the lead. And that's what these episodes kind of need to do. Heresy, I think, can be a good conclusion unless you're going to let Xivu Arath go into the next bit, into Frontiers, and maybe she's like one of these strong contenders. Or the 3 things we're going to fight here all leave, and they're all 3 very strong contenders for Frontiers, very strong contenders to pick up that mantle of the Witness. It's, but again, I'm excited to see where it takes us. And then maybe a 4th player is introduced, a 4th, a 4th name in the shadows, a 4th being that just hasn't been given a name yet, a 4th creature at the other ends of the universe. Or maybe we become that 4th entity, that 4th being of going, well, if we can't, say, become an empire, but if it's getting the deal before somebody else beats you to it. If we can control everything, as awful as it sounds, if we can control everything, then we can decide its fate, which, isn't freedom. And the Guardians have fought for peace in the galaxy, and for if we didn't fight that way, we wouldn't have allowed likes of the Cabal into our household. We wouldn't have allowed the likes of the Fallen into our household if we didn't believe in that the universe should be free. But to leave such powerful beings as the Taken, and leave such powerful beings as the Scorn and the Lucent Hive out of check or in the arms of somebody else without an ally to bring them together, such as Savathun, who isn't an ally. She was an ally to the end because she had a means to her ends, and our end was justifying her means and to help her get to what she wanted, and through what she helps us discover in the final shape. Well, I'm sorry, I'm rambling because I've just got so many things going on in my head about this. So I'll end the video here. I'll say thank you so much for coming, like, subscribing. Please post your theories down below, or what you want to see, or what you're excited about. And, we'll get into this fantastic journey that you know, what we felt like 10 years, such a relief, into another 6 months until 2025, until the end of Act 3, until Frontiers. Probably even longer than 6 months, probably the next 10. I'm not sure, I haven't counted the days. I think it's 40, 80 or 90 or whatever it is, but to each act. But it's act of episode 1. So it's episode 1, act 1, act 2, act 3, and then it's episode 2, act 1, act 2, No, it's not. It's episode 1, 2, and 3, because you've seen the battle passes and they've shown the armor sets and stuff in there. So it's not. It's just 3 episodes. Act 1, act 2, act 3. That's what I meant to say. I was thinking of it wrong. But yeah. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below, guys. Thank you ever so much. And don't forget, we are streaming live at twitch.tv/crash_echo. Appreciate all the help we can get and all the support and all the nice, happy, smiley people. So thank you, guys, and we'll see you soon.